You are running a con with hundreds of artists that paid to be here and some that are paid to spectate, but this place is filled with creative beings. No one needs to learn how to steal from other artists via the tool of AI because there's just really no need. It separates us in the community when really we need to just be coming together and supporting one another in our art ventures. At the end of the day, you are creating a wedge in the community and you don't care about it, and that fucking sucks.
Use your brain. Honestly, we're all dead ass. We're all here stuck in this together. I mean, we need water to survive. We're all human beings. We need to protect nature and nurture it instead of using up all the water just to use AI, just because you want to take the easy route out. Or you could even commission one of the many vendors and artists that were in there to create a flyer to begin with. I'm sure they would have been honored to create a flyer for Texas Honors Convention. As a personal fan of Texas Honors for the past few years, the best thing about Honors has been the personal interactions that I have here and the networking and the human aspect of the haunt industry. That's what made me fall in love with the haunt industry. That's what made me fall in love with just horror in general. Horror is human. Horror is more human than I think anyone gives it credit for. And trying to bring AI, trying to promote AI, especially when it's ethically dubious and hurting our environment, it's not, I don't think it should be promoted in a space that is focusing on the human aspect of the world and of the horror community in general. In the most professional way possible, I would say that I definitely think that you should reconsider promoting the use of AI at your convention. I definitely think that it, especially in a creative space, is, you know, scaring people away from coming because you promote it, and obviously hurting the vendors that pay money to come here and sell their art and their work. And I would definitely recommend not promoting it again next year because I think there will be a big drop in attendees for sure.
Reevaluate your advertising and support of AI. And I know they posted a comment on their post that was something like
ChatGPT
very generative response that was kind of annoying. And it's like, it's not something you can really sit on at this point. Our environment is dying due to this. Our water is depleting because of it. You know, we're losing jobs. We're hurting, you know, a lot of different industries because of AI. And to just kind of try to fence it in a situation like that is very spineless.
No,
so
absolutely.
I would appreciate a hard stance either way. Just be like, yes, we allow AI, get over it. Or we're going to reevaluate and remove AI from our future events.
I would say you absolutely need to stop immediately because you are taking away from young creators. You have all these prop makers and mask makers and everybody here that have been in the industry for such a long time that industry is likely to die at the birth of AI. And you are not helping by allowing the con to put AI into haunts, talk about how to use it, talk about how to distribute it. You are quite literally taking away jobs from young creatives that you want to come and attend your convention. You should vet your vendors. You shouldn't have these classes. You shouldn't have these classes. You shouldn't have vendors that are competing with other vendors on selling what's real art, what's not real art. It should not be up to me to come to your convention and figure out what's AI and what's not AI.
Will you be returning next year?
Fuck no.
If they do not learn from their mistake, I will not be attending. This will be my first and last year at this con, unfortunately, but I cannot support a con that promotes the use of AI. So
honestly, if I hadn't committed the money and time and everything to being here, I would not have shown up. This is going to be our last year here because I don't really approve of that sort of just ickiness. It feels very just counterproductive and counterintuitive to have something as fun as a haunters convention and haunted houses, and then be like, oh, you know, all the fun stuff you can do with haunted houses, how about you let this program do it? And it's like, okay, you're taking away all the joy and fun of it.
Sorry, haunters, this is my last year actually because of the AI panel, because of the ChatGPT response, because of you doubling down and having no good reason, because there is not a reason why you would do this. Sorry, this is my last year, haunters.
I would love to, but it really depends on how far they go with promoting AI.
Right.
I've seen a few different events that I've been a big fan of start to use it, and I've looked at them like, that's so sad because I loved your event. I can't go anymore. No, the hardest thing as a vendor too is that there's so many groups trying to use it and everything like that it's also cutting our in-person aspect to be able to go. It's like, we don't want to support a company that supports AI. We're actively cutting our bottom line by not being able to go out and meet y'all, meet anyone, and for them to see our work in person. And that makes it even harder too. And so that's one of my big things. I've seen events die because they started to use AI.
Yeah.
I'd hate for Texas Honors to go down. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the whole convention. I'm a big fan of all the haunts here. I'm a big fan of just in general the community. But more and more people are going to start waking up to AI and how bad it is and how little people enjoy it. That there's going to be severe number drops if it keeps going.